Fastball, high inside. Many years ago, I think I started playing when we were in kindergarten. So my dad coached me all through grade school, middle school, high school, well up until I went to college. So my dad was always a coach on my team. We were called the Orange Crush, and we were blue and orange. I played mostly with most of my friends around here. Spent many hours in the backyard pitching. He'd sit on a bucket and I'd throw to him. We actually built a batting cage in our backyard when I was probably 8th grade or so. When I started playing fast pitch. Back then, fast pitch didn't start till you were 14 or 15. Now you can start at 8, so those kids are way ahead of the rest of us. But used to go and a friend and I would drive to Wichita. We would take pitching lessons in the morning. We'd drive home, work or do our jobs, and we'd drive back to Wichita and go to hitting lessons in the evenings on Saturday nights. So our weekends were really exciting when we were playing ball. And then after I played at Buehler for 4 years, then I was able to be a pitcher for the Pratt Community College softball team. So I pitched and played third there. At that point in my career, I dislocated my shoulder and tore my shoulder, and then I also tore my ACL and had to have a shoulder repair. Then I got really sick and it affected my vision, so then I couldn't pitch for a while because I had to wear these kind of glasses to rehab my eyes. Then I got mono, and then I had a throat infection from the virus, then I had to get my tonsils taken out. So I felt like at that point in time, it was like a sign like, hey, I love softball more than it loved me at that point in time. So I finished playing my second year at Pratt, and then I just went on to college, finished my degree, rehabbed my knee. And part of the rehab with my knee kind of influenced probably the strength training and my interest in this field now.
I'm Taylor, and I'm a freshman, and I go to Anna Wood's SheStrength to help me with softball. I've definitely been able to throw the ball harder, and when I came here, I didn't know any of the girls, so meeting new people was it's not hard for me, but also it's better so I can talk to people and we're in the same sport. So coming here has helped I can open up to them because we're all in a room, we're all working out, we're doing the same thing, we're all having most of the same goals. And it's just easy to talk to all of them because they all kind of understand where you're coming from since we're all playing the same sport.
I definitely think the weights program she set up for us is one of the best I've ever done. She really focuses on what workouts will help us in softball instead of just making us lift weights all the time. She really focuses on what's actually going to help us in pitching, throwing, catching, all of them. And she really gets us stretched out and make sure I still feel stronger and I feel faster, but it's also not overworking me or getting me to the point of injury. I definitely think, because I took weights in high school, did agility classes in high school, and they weren't really focused more on form, more of you just doing it, getting all the reps in and just getting over with it. But I really think Anna's helped me more with my form and feeling if I'm lifting wrong and feeling what muscles I need to work. And I definitely see an improvement, when I play too, I feel a lot stronger with at-bats and throwing. So I think she just really knows what workouts will help softball players instead of just what workouts will help in general.
Stay center chest, shoulders relaxed, do not tense your neck doing these. Go.
My squat max has gotten stronger. We don't do back squat, which I think has really helped me a ton because I did back squat in high school and I would always hurt myself. And so we've started doing front squat, more landmine squats that I feel like I'm lifting a lot more and I'm actually using my legs more than my back. And it's translating, I definitely feel like my arm is completely stronger. My throw downs a second have gotten so much better since the fall. And it's definitely all because of the stuff we've been doing in the weight room.
Especially now, because I tend to, for whatever reason, have a lot of young high school girls that have ACL repair. And it's nice to be able to be hey, I know what it feels like. You feel like your career's over, you're never gonna be back to where you were. There's a lot of depression that tends to go along with that rehab because you lose your identity of an athlete. So at least on the emotional, empathizing part and the mental part, I feel like I can contribute a little more now because those are the pieces that people that haven't rehabbed an injury, really no one can relate to. And I feel like are the biggest pieces in getting girls back. You can do all the physical rehab, but emotionally, the fear part of it and the mental part are big pieces that I at least feel like I can contribute to more than most.
You got 10 one direction, and you'll do the other leg out. Straight arm, push your knuckles away from you as far as you can. 10 the other direction.
I'm Lila. I'm an 8th grader. I train with Anna Wood's SheStrength since August in 2021 for softball mostly, and I also play tennis, basketball, and I'm a discus thrower, so that helps out too. I actually met a lot of good people that are going out to college right now, so I got to talk to them and see their experience in high school. My core and my legs are more stronger, and it's helped me be a better catcher and a better human too. Kind of like opening up to people more. Anna is like a good person to talk to spell all your teeth too, like people like to say. But working out is like a good therapy for me, so it's helped with my mental health more too. So she's just a kind of like a humble person. She just is warming when you meet her, and she's like another teenager, it feels like you're just talking to, and she feels involved and like is interested in what we talk about.
I've had a lot of friends when I say like I can't go hang out because I'm going here, they like, oh, I'll just skip it, and like I don't skip it because I like want to do it. I want to be here because I want to go to college and play, and I really want to make myself better. So, and I want to like help others, and I want to do sports medicine when I get older. So this is definitely gonna help.
And you're walking back and forth.
I just think that she is one of the best strength coaches I've ever seen, just working with, because I've seen her work with little kids to us in college to all the way up to the moms that come out here. She just knows how to work with every age group and knows what works for everyone and how to communicate what language to use to help them work out. This internship has probably been one of my favorite things about coming out here, just because I'm really interested in the coaching and strength and conditioning side, and she's one of the best mentors I've ever had. The first time I came out here, I called my parents and I was like, Anna is one of the smartest people I've ever met. She just understands how the body works, and it's not just like a general anatomy. She understands how it works working out and different stretches and stuff. She definitely is just super easy to talk to. She'll talk to you about stuff outside of softball, how her class is going, always looks at whatever bruises or cuts I have also at weights. But especially because I want to be a coach, so she's just someone that I really want to hang around because I feel like she would be a really good influence on me, and hopefully like in the future I'd love to take 100% of her aspects to like if I become a coach.
And you gotta go back 10 taps.
Always advocating for the sport of softball. I think it's just getting started in its influence and its readership worldwide. I mean, the World Series last year had some of the highest viewership on ESPN. I think people realizing that they can have a career in this, but you have to be smart and applying the fundamentals of strength training to that. I mean, you can't recreate that velocity on a joint and that intensity on a joint anywhere else in the sport except for in the weight room. You can't work on developing healthy patterns in the shoulder and in the core and the hip and knees anywhere else but in the weight room. So helping girls realize, yeah, you can go play ball, and we need to play smart with strength conditioning and working on fundamentals with weight training and slowing it down and doing it correctly is going to help be the key to you playing long-term healthily over 10 or 15 year span. And maybe playing at a higher level. These are the game changer things you have to be doing right now.